You are a magnet, not in the refrigerator decoration sense, though those are lovely and I support them entirely. I mean, in the most fundamental, physics-backed, genuinely extraordinary sense of the word. Every single thought you think, every emotion you feel, every story you tell about yourself and about life is sending out a signal. And that signal is not disappearing into a void somewhere. It is coming back to you dressed up as your circumstances, your relationships, your opportunities, your obstacles, and the general texture of your daily experience. You are not a passive recipient of whatever life decides to hand you on any given Tuesday. You are an active, continuous, enormously powerful creator of your own reality. And the question is not whether you are attracting things into your life. You absolutely are. The question is whether you are doing it on purpose or by accident, because there is a world of difference between those two things. And today we are going to make sure that from this moment forward, you are doing it on purpose, deliberately, consciously, with the full weight of your extraordinary magnetic power aimed exactly where you want it to go. Now let me acknowledge something right away because I think it is important, and I think you deserve the acknowledgement. Some of you have heard about attraction before. You have read the books, watched the videos, made the vision boards, said the affirmations, and then looked around at your actual life and thought, if I am such a powerful magnet, why am I attracting this? And you gestured vaguely at whatever collection of unwanted circumstances currently has a front row seat in your life. The job that is soul draining, the account balance that causes a physical reaction when you check it, the relationship that has been the same frustrating loop for 3 years, the health situation you cannot seem to shift, the creative dream that keeps getting buried under the avalanche of everything else. And there is a real frustration in having been told you are powerful while still feeling stuck. There is a particular kind of tired that comes from trying to think positive when positive thinking has not visibly produced the results you were promised. And if you have been there, if you are there right now, I want to say clearly, and without any spiritual bypassing, your frustration is completely valid. Your tiredness is real, and you have not been doing it wrong because something is wrong with you. You have been doing it the way most people do it, which is with the conscious mind, while the subconscious mind is running an entirely different program in the background. And that gap between what you consciously want and what you unconsciously believe is exactly what we are going to address today. Let me explain the core challenge, because when you understand the mechanics of why this happens, the frustration starts to transform into clarity, and clarity is the beginning of everything. Here is the thing most conversations about attraction leave out. Your conscious mind, the part of you that watches videos like this and nods along and writes things in journals and genuinely wants to change, that represents approximately 5% of your total mental processing, 5%. The other 95% is the subconscious mind, running its programs quietly and continuously beneath the surface. And the subconscious mind does not particularly care what you consciously want. It cares about what it has been repeatedly told is true. It cares about the patterns it has been running since childhood. It cares about the beliefs it has been reinforcing through repetition for decades. And when your conscious desire and your subconscious programming are in conflict, the subconscious wins every single time. Not because it is against you, but because it is faster, deeper, and has been at this much longer. So when you say with your mouth, "I am abundant," while somewhere underneath you carry a deep, old, thoroughly practiced belief that money is scarce and you are not the kind of person who has enough of it, the subconscious program is the one broadcasting the signal. And the universe, which does not judge and does not editorialize, simply responds to the dominant signal, not the one you want to send, the one you are actually sending. This is why the affirmations alone do not work when they are just words floating on top of an unchanged subconscious landscape. And this is why changing what you attract requires going deeper than what you say and getting honest about what you actually believe, in your bones, in your body, in the part of you that has been shaped by every experience you have ever had. Now here is the genuinely good news, and I want you to feel this as the liberation that it actually is. The subconscious mind, for all its power, is not a locked vault. It is not a fixed and immovable thing. It is extraordinarily responsive to the right kind of input, delivered in the right way, with enough consistency and emotional charge to actually reach it. The subconscious learns through repetition, through emotion, through imagery, and through the body. Which means that with the right practices that go deeper than the purely intellectual, you can absolutely reprogram it. You can shift the dominant signal from lack to abundance, from unworthiness to deserving, from fear to trust, not overnight, not with one affirmation said without feeling on a rushed Tuesday morning, but with consistent, intentional, multi-layered practice that gives the subconscious the new information it needs to update its programming. And when that update happens, when the subconscious belief and the conscious desire are finally telling the same story, the magnetic power you have always had stops working against you and starts working with you. And the results can be genuinely breathtaking, not because something magical happened from outside, but because you finally got out of your own way. Let us talk about exactly how to do this, step by step, practically, without requiring you to be perfect or to immediately believe things you do not yet believe. Step 1. Do the belief audit. Before you can change what you are broadcasting, you need to know what you are actually broadcasting. And this requires a kind of honest, courageous self-examination that most people avoid because it is uncomfortable. But it is the foundation of everything else. Take a piece of paper and at the top write down your most important desire, the one you have been wanting for the longest, the one that feels most out of reach. And then underneath it, write down every belief you have about that desire, not the beliefs you wish you had, the ones you actually have. Go deep, go honest. If you want financial abundance, what do you actually believe about money? That it corrupts people? That there is never enough? That people like you do not have a lot of it? That wanting it is greedy? That making it requires sacrifice you are not willing to make? Write it all down. If you want deep love, what do you actually believe about relationships? That they always end in hurt? That you are too much or not enough for the right person? That love means losing yourself? If you want vibrant health, what do you believe about your body? Write it, all of it. Because what you are looking at when you read it back is the subconscious programming that has been broadcasting your current signal, and you cannot change a signal you cannot see. Step 2. Identify the origin of each limiting belief, and then consciously, deliberately, release it from being your truth. Most of the beliefs you wrote down are not originally yours. They were handed to you, by parents who were handed them by their parents, by a culture that profits from your sense of lack, by experiences that taught you to protect yourself, by expecting less, by a 7-year-old version of you who drew a very understandable but no longer accurate conclusion about the world. And here is what I want you to say about each one, out loud, if you can. I see where this belief came from. I understand why I took it on. It is not the truth about me or about life, and I am now choosing to release it. You do not have to believe the new thing yet. You just have to be willing to let go of the old one. Willingness is the crack in the wall. Light comes through cracks. Step 3. Install new beliefs through emotionally charged repetition. This is how the subconscious actually updates, not through intellectual understanding, not through willpower, through feeling plus repetition. So here is the practice. Every morning, before your day begins, I want you to spend 5 minutes in what I call magnetic visualization. Not just picturing what you want, but actually inhabiting it. Feel it in your body. Where are you? Who is with you? What does the air feel like? What does your face feel like from the inside? What is the emotion you feel in your chest? Make it as real and as sensory and as emotionally vivid as you possibly can. Because your subconscious mind, as we established, does not distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you feel the feeling of your desire fulfilled, your subconscious begins updating its picture of what is true for you, and the signal you broadcast shifts accordingly. Step 4. Clean up your self-talk about what you deserve. Here is a sneaky one that undermines the magnetic practice of many genuinely well-intentioned people. They do the visualization, they say the affirmations, and then they spend the rest of the day talking about themselves in ways that directly contradict everything they just practiced. I am so bad with money. I always pick the wrong people. My body never cooperates. I am the most disorganized person. Knowing me, something will go wrong. Every single one of those statements is an instruction to your subconscious mind. Every one of them is updating your programming. Every one of them is a frequency you are broadcasting. And the universe, which I promise you is not judging, is simply responding to what you keep saying most consistently. So this week I want you to catch yourself in the act of negative self-narration and interrupt it, not with aggressive positive replacement that feels fake, but with something neutral or gently reframing. Instead of "I am so bad with money," try "I am learning to have a healthier relationship with money." Instead of "I always pick the wrong people," try "I am becoming clearer about what I need in a relationship." The language of becoming is honest. It is forward-facing, and it does not trigger the subconscious's lie detection system the way a giant leap to "I am already perfect" sometimes does. Step 5. Act as though the signal has already been sent and received. This one is about energetic congruence. When a magnet is fully aligned, it does not strain. It does not beg. It does not anxiously check every 5 minutes whether the metal is coming. It simply holds its field, and the attraction happens as a natural consequence of what it is. This is how you want to move through your days when you are practicing your magnetic power, not with desperation or urgency or the energy of someone who is hoping and fearing in equal measure, but with the quiet, settled confidence of someone who has placed an order and trusts that it is being fulfilled. This does not mean doing nothing. Action is part of attraction, but it is inspired action taken from a place of trust rather than frantic action taken from a place of fear. Ask yourself before each significant action today, am I doing this from trust or from desperation? Because trust and desperation produce entirely different actions and entirely different results. Step 6. Raise your receptivity by practicing receiving in small ways every single day. Here is something that trips up so many people who are genuinely working on their magnetic power. They have gotten good at wanting and not so good at receiving, and receiving is half of the equation. When someone offers you a compliment and you deflect it, that is practicing non-reception. When someone offers to help you and you say "No, thank you, I am fine," when you are very clearly not fine, that is practicing non-reception. When something good happens and you immediately brace for the catch, that is practicing non-reception. Your magnetic power is only as effective as your capacity to actually receive what it draws in. So practice receiving. Let the compliment land. Say yes to the help. When something good arrives, let yourself feel genuinely, fully glad about it, without immediately looking for the asterisk. You are teaching your whole system, conscious and subconscious alike, that good things are not just possible, but welcome. That you are not just a powerful attractor of desires, but a gracious, open, ready receiver of them. Here is your call to action, right now, today, in the next 5 minutes. I want you to write down one desire, just one, at the top of a fresh page. And underneath it, I want you to write one new belief about yourself in relation to that desire. Not a belief you fully have yet, a belief you are choosing to practice. Something like, I am someone who naturally attracts financial opportunities. I am someone who is deeply and authentically loved. I am someone whose body grows stronger and more vibrant every day. I am someone whose creative work reaches the people who need it. Write it down. Say it out loud. And then for the next 30 days, say that one new belief every single morning before you get out of bed. That is it. One belief. 30 seconds every morning. And at the end of 30 days, come back and tell me what has shifted. because something will have shifted. It always does. Then tell me in the comments below, what is the one thing you are committing to attracting this month? Write it in the present tense as though it is already on its way, because it is. I am attracting the perfect opportunity for my business to grow. I am attracting a relationship that feels like coming home. I am attracting the health and energy I need to fully live my business life. Write it, because the act of naming your magnetic intention in writing, in community, with other people who are also doing this work, is itself an act of alignment. It is a signal sent clearly and with intention. Share this video with someone in your life who has been feeling like things are working against them, someone who has forgotten that they are not a victim of their circumstances, but a creator of them. Someone who needs a gentle, loving, slightly humorous reminder that they are more powerful than they currently know, and that the universe is waiting for them to aim that power with intention. Subscribe and come back every week, because this conversation, this practice of living as the powerful, magnetic, deserving, radiant beings we actually are, it deepens with time and with community. And I want you here for all of it. Let me leave you with this, because I mean it with every single thing I have. You came into this world with an extraordinary capacity for creation, not the kind that requires special talent or perfect circumstances or being born under the right star. The kind that is built into you at the level of your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and your energy. The universe is not withholding from you. It is not playing favorites. It is not giving to others what it is keeping from you. It is responding, faithfully and without exception, to the signal you are broadcasting. And the most powerful thing you can do with that knowledge is not to feel guilty about the signal you have been sending until now, but to decide, with clarity and with love, and with the full dignity of everything you are, to send a new one. Starting today, starting now, starting with the belief you just wrote down and the desire you just named. You are a powerful magnet. You have always been. The only question that was ever in play was whether you knew it, and now you do. Go attract everything. The universe is already reaching back,